Hey, Carletta here. How's everybody doing? It's Starlight time. Time to be happy. Time to be bright. Let's do a quest and let's hope we do it right. So, I think, yeah, we go right down here. Look at everybody dressed so nicely. We'll change clothes when we get it. So, I want to get that new tree. Anyways, let's start. Let's talk to Granley. Alright, woman. Talk to me. Oh, not so silent night. Alright. She needs a helper. And who's more helpful than you? Hey! Alright. This quest is only available for a limited time. Carletta! How wonderful to see you. I just knew you'd be joining us again this year. We have lots of surprises in store, especially for the little ones. The Starlight Celebration wouldn't be complete without the beaming smiles of all those darling children. One of said surprises will involve a tradition from the frozen climes of Ishgard. A little snow makes the world glisten and sparkle, but too much can be ever so dangerous, as the Ishgardians know all too well. This is why the adults offer song to the Saint of Nemea, so that he may keep the blizzards at bay. Wow. While the weather here in Gridania is nowhere near inclement as that, a festive song like that would make the proceedings even more memorable. And when the singing is over, we'll give each child in the audience a present. Luckily, several local businesses have agreed to fund all this merrymaking. Are you familiar with Macenta, the Black Rabbit Traders? By any chance? Of course. She has been particularly eager to lend us a hand. From all decorations to the costumes, there's scarcely an aspect of the celebrations in which she hasn't been involved. In fact, she has even agreed to arrange the musicians who will be singing here at the My Cato's Amphitheater. You know, reading. I did learn reading. In fact, she has even agreed to arrange the musicians who will be singing here at the My Cato Amphitheater. The only trouble is, I haven't seen her for a while, and I'm worried that she may have encountered some complications. Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, but I would be ever so grateful if you could speak with her. Perhaps politely remind her the success of Starlight Celebration hangs in the balance. I'm dreadfully sorry to impose on you like this, but we are up to our baubles. We're up to our baubles and tasks that simply cannot wait. Could you do me a teensy favor? You can count on me. Oh, that's terrific! Oh, she's probably at her stall near the Aetherite Plaza. Alright, well, guess where we're going? We're going to the Black Rabbit Traders. Carletta! Hey, how lovely to see ya. And might I say, seldom does a day go by that I don't think of a way that you saved my precious homunculi from the Bart Trading Company. What the hell? You have homunculi? Well, it was never my intention to keep Garley waiting. I will happily explain as soon as we can take this conversation a little more, private. Might I suggest a secluded area by the Leatherworkers Guild? Okay. Alright, we'll just... thank you for agreeing to meet me here. I'm on good terms with the Guildmaster, Jiva, and she lets me use this space for... Well, that's a story for another time, or perhaps never. Naturally, a quiet spot like this is ideal for avoiding unwanted attention, while the who has been asked to turn the blind eye is an efficient deterrent to any would-be eavesdroppers. As I'm sure you know, the homunculi causes a stir whenever they go, and I needed them to focus on the task at hand. It's strange to think that without your intervention all these moons ago, they would have escaped my clutch. I would have been lost to me forever. And here we are, reunited. Well, you no doubt is pleased to hear that since the last time you saw them. My honey-tongued musical geniuses have been touring the breadth of the realm. Naturally, the Black Rabbit traders continue to enjoy a profitable relationship with Eorzea's most beloved traveling bards. Of course, it won't do to have this conversation interrupted by legions of squealing followers, and hence our current venue. As for their role in the Starlight Celebration, I jumped at the chance to ask them to take center stage. Admirers will flock from miles around for a chance to see the homunculi and their new specially prepared material. Oh, I can picture it now, the docile tones of my beautiful bards filling the ears of festival goers, young and old, with Black Rabbit traders making gill hand over fist from all the garments we sell. And what's more, the presence of such renowned artists will raise the profile of the celebration, meaning that Gardenly and her Starlight celebrants will have even more reason to be cheerful. All that remains for the homunculi to fulfill their part of the bargain and put together a few songs for the concert itself. Therein that lies the problem.
Were there any other performances, we would mesmerize crowds with a few favorites from our repertoire, such as Fair Lady, Return My Breeches, or Hey Nonny Nonny, Maiden Most Bonny. Fearing that such material may not be appropriate, we thought it'd be best to work on some of our own pieces, new pieces.
But this occasion calls for traditional Ishgardian music, whereas we weave our enchanting melodies in the classic Gerdanian style. To better fulfill the needs of the Starlight Celebration, we sought an aid of an Ishgardian composer.
Upon taking the recipients' manuscript, however, we found that they were written for a mixed choir, 4 singers, 2 males, 2 females. It does not take a musical aficionado to appreciate that the homunculi are all ill-equipped for such a performance. And to make matters worse, there simply isn't time to have the pieces rewritten. We are well and truly out of our element, like proverbial babes in the woods. Whatever shall we do?
All this moping around is getting us nowhere. Are y'all professional or not? What we need are solutions, and fast. First of all, let's select our vocalist. Luckily, the composer has provided instructions on the kind of voices required to carry the melody, though I must admit I can make neither head nor tails of these notes. One of the female voices must be as uplifting as birdsong on a crisp winter morning, and other ethereal as a zephyr across the sun-shaped stream. For the males, a reminiscence of a mighty oak, outstretched burrows and deep caverns as the bowels of the earth. We have to start our search somewhere, I suppose. Carletta, can you please help? Can you think of anyone who possesses a voice as uplifting as birdsong on a crisp winter morning? Let's go with the girl we started with the quest with. Oh, why hadn't I thought of that? If the cheerful manner of which she speaks is any indication, Her singing voice may be exactly what we are looking for. Being a Starlight celebrant, she can hardly refuse. I dare say I found the perfect candidate. Well, with that settled, we should move on to our second female vocalist. Can you think of anyone with a voice as ethereal as a zephyr across a sun-dappled stream? You. The gasp. Me? Oh, you gotta be joking. You're serious, aren't you? I am somewhat partial to humming the odd tune while enjoying a long soak in the bath. I should be able to get through it without making too big of a fool of myself, and it is for a good cause. Yeah, Lucinda, my darling, that would be an honor to join my voice with yours in musical matrimony. Oh, let's not get carried away. For all you know, I could be a dreadful singer. Fear not, my lady, for we shall be on board to provide you all the tutelage you might require. Though the question remains, which two lucky fellows will be accompanying you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A reminiscence of a mighty ode's outstretched boughs. I would say that description fits Augustine's soaring vocals. I couldn't agree more. Finding someone whose voice is deep and cavernous as the bowels of the earth may prove a little more challenging. The homunculus music rarely ventures into lower notes. At the risk of volunteering myself for the role too, mayhaps we should put the matter on one side for now. Carletta, might I be able to ask a favor of you? Well, two favors, actually. Keen as always, I haven't even told you what the favors are yet. I need you to collect a conductor's baton from Beaton of the Carpenters Guild, as well as an order of choir supplies from Regulant Rose over at the Weavers Guild in Ulda. After paying a visit to those master artisans, head straight to Garangli in the Miketo Amphitheater, and she will be expecting you. In the meantime, it seems prudent for us to rehearse away from prying ears. Now, make haste, Carletta. Rightio, I will get these things done. Because if I don't, the quest will not succeed. Oh, welcome back, Carletta. Are you here to show me your latest creation? Now! The conductor's baton. It's right here. Since the guild seldom receives orders for such items, I thought it best to deal with this one personally. The maple gives it a certain degree of flexibility, while the cork grip allows it to be held between thumb and index finger without fear of dropping it. I am confident the Macenta will appreciate the quality of the craftsmanship. While my services do not come cheap, she is sure to feel that her money was well spent. And spend she did! In all honesty, a simple twig would probably suffice, but nothing's too good for her homunculi. I must admit I did not see the appeal in those preening pretty boys. The sigh of a saw on wood and the tap of a hammer on chisel is all the music I need. Well, well, if it isn't Carletta, I trust you have not been neglecting your needlework. The choir supplies? Not the most challenging request the guild has received, but a welcome change from all the plebeians asking us to add arse flaps to their clothes. Another pleasant surprise was the amount Macinda was willing to pay for them. So generous was she that I thought it was only fair to include a few more, knowing her she will find a way to pitch them in to festival goers, so any surplus supplies could be sold at a profit. This could even mark the beginning of a very lucrative venture for Black Rabbit traders and the Weavers Guild. Our mutual acquaintance is undoubtedly counting the guild as we speak, so I suggest you deliver these garments to her post haste. Best of luck with the Starlight Celebration.
You're back! I was considering sending out a such party for you, too. Is everything all right?
Hey, I got your deliveries. It's all good. It's all shway.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, these look remarkably like a conductor's wand and some sort of smocks. This may seem like an odd question, but
why are you giving these to me?
did I forget to tell you? Not to worry, all will become clear once you change into your surplice and are ready to rehearse. Rehearse? But I don't remember agreeing to sing, and I'm fairly certain you never even asked me. Oh, sorry, dear. Change of plans. To be honest, knowing how committed you are to the Starlight Celebration, it never occurred to me that you might be opposed to the idea. Well, we cannot disappoint the little ones. I suppose it is only met that I at least try. Very well, I'll do it. Oh, if that makes you feel any better, I will be singing too. Bear in mind that I lack your experience when it comes to entertaining the masses. So if there is anyone who should be nervous, it's me. Besides, there's no time for dilly-dallying. We still have to find a man with a voice deep and cavernous as the bowels of the earth.
Are these the musicians? We better start checking the amphitheaters. What you call them? Acoustics? No, that don't sound right.
You there. Are you of the Starlight Celebration?
I'm a member of the Adventural Guild. Besides, every year they give me leave to help out with the festival. Oh, remarkable! His every word reverberates into the core of my soul, deep and cavernous as the bowels of the earth. Why, he's Titan incarnate.
My thoughts exactly. Who could have guessed that this perfect candidate was right under our noses? Figuratively speaking, of course. This whole time, how would you like to join our choir?
I don't see why not. When it comes to being big and loud, no one does it better than me.
Ha ha! Glad to hear it. And while we'll normally balk at sharing the stage with a rank amateur, I am willing to make an exception. Of course, none of us could even hope to reach my standards, but with sufficient practice, we should be able to approach adequate, or even not displeasing. As for Scarlet and Orsiflo, I have something else in mind. While you may not be serenading us with your angelic vocals, you will be instead be blessing the children with presents that I have prepared.
I will make sure they keep their hands off the children's mommies, no matter how yummy they might be. If the homunculi can limit their flirtations to a well-timed wink here and a cheeky smile there, we'll have them eating out of our hands without any lasting repercussions. I have a question. What is this conductor stick for? uh, you catch on quickly, don't you, Sugar? I'm not asking you to do this entirely from the goodness of your heart. I will see that you are appropriately remunerated in some form. I would say, compared to the four members of the choir, you have the easy job. Judging from what I've seen at other concerts, you just need to look the part and wave the baton a bit. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy simple. Rather you than me, friend. I wouldn't know where to start. I'm much more comfortable bellowing away to me heart's content. Anyway, let me know when you're ready for some conducting. So you get to choose a 2 or a 3. Noel, Noel. Ready for a bit of singing? Oh, if you're wondering where my scent is gone, she's keeping an eye on her stall. She'll be right back when it's time to get started, though. You'd think she'd have enough on her plate already, with all the buying and selling. Good for her to find the time and guilt to help us out with the festival. Her voice ain't half bad either. It's hard to believe she wants someone like me to be in the choir. I don't know the first thing about music. Best I can manage is a few sea shanties, and that's only when I'm in cups. In other words, when I had a few drinkies. Meanwhile, might as we make the most of it. I suppose if we're enjoying ourselves, maybe the youngins will too. As long as they stick around long enough to get their presents, we can consider it a success. How about you? Had a chance to practice your wand waving? If not, well, it's a bit late to start now, but I'm sure you'll pick it up, and get good, as we go along. Yeah, it looked like we already got a few people lined up to watch Joe. You can see the Starlight celebrants herding them together just like you ordered. I'd watch out for the enthusiastic-looking lass over there, though. She's been telling folks about the most lauded musicians the realm has ever known, and they seem to be lapping it up. I appreciate her drumming up a crowd like that, but I think their expectations might be too high. Oh, what with them being our first performance, might be an idea to start with the other lot. They seem blessed to take offense of a flat note or two. Once we're feeling confident, we can take a crack at something trickier. But you're the conductor, so you get final say. Oh, there's no time like the present. Let one of the Starlight celebrants know that you're ready to begin. All right. Well, all I need is a 1 on the satisfaction, and we can keep going. I don't think I had a miss, but we did it. We did it. I told you I'd get me a pity one. I only had 2 misses. Holy crap, we did it. We did it, Reddit. Phew, this singing lark's harder than it looks. Good thing we had you to keep us in time. Of course, we'll be putting out more shows all the way to the end of the Starlight Celebration. I think we'll be able to put on a fairly convincing performance, even without a conductor. But if you got time to spare, why not join us for another singing? Oh, and one other thing, I think, Garanley wanted to say something to you. Probably wanted to say thank you or something. Alright, we got 3. And now we got... I have no idea how to pronounce that, so we're not. But look at what we're getting. Oh, that was incredible! Considering that only Augustine has any real experience, it's hard to believe we were able to keep up with him. Of course, your conducting was what made it all possible. We would have been lost without you. As planned, Scarlett and Orsifo are handing out the presents. It truly is a marvel to see so many children arrive to collect gifts. But I do wish the homunculi would pay more attention to the youngins and less on their mamas. Still, they're doing such a good job. What? No more presents? Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. Little ones, unfortunately the Saint Anemia has not blessed us with quite the right amount of gifts. We never expected the choral performance to be so popular. Had we known, we would have prayed for more parcels. Oh dear. Oh no, whatever shall we do? There must be something we can give them. Saint knows I've been bad. That's why he can't have a present. Ho, ho, ho! Fear not, all ye faithful. The Saint of Nemea has heard your prayers. Rejoice, for I've come bearing gifts. Hearken, one, hearken all. For a bevy of festive treats awaits every good boy and girl, all courtesy of the mender of my little helpers. Now, who has been good this year? Me! I've been on my best behavior. Oh, what a wonderful surprise! You arrived. Your arrival is timely indeed. Ho, ho, ho! Think nothing of it. The Saint of Nemea lives only to bring joy to the realm. But I did perchance see a young girl with tears in her eyes. Verily, my work here cannot be considered complete until that sweet child is smiling once more. Yes, I could not agree more. And she was beside herself when she heard that there were no presents for her. I think she blames herself for some reason. We must find her without delay, although I get the impression that the sight of a member of the festival staff would be rather upsetting for her, at least until she had the chance to calm down. Carletta, could you ask if anyone has seen her? Yeah, I can do that. Thank you. Thank you. She can't have gone far, but keep your eyes peeled. Gridania's full of little nooks and crannies, perfect for hiding. And with that, I must depart, for I still have many parcels to deliver and so little time. May the blessing of Nemea be upon each and every one of you. Ho, ho, ho! Hey, Mr. Bard. A crying girl? Why, yes, she went running in the direction of New Gridania. So for the life of me, I could have sworn that they were tears of joy presently brought on by your magnificent display at the amphitheater? Had I known the truth of the matter, mayhaps I could have offered a gentle melody of my own to ease whatever ails her troubled heart. I sincerely hope you find her, my fellow musician. Sorry, can't say I paid much attention to bawling babies. Get enough of my own at home. Might be worth asking around the adder's nest, though always a lot of folks coming and going. Maybe one of them saw something. Okay, Gavin. Why, yes, I saw the girl matching your description, darting off to the direction of the acorn orchard. But since this area is frequented by a large number of young children, I didn't think anything of it. It appeared to me as if she was unaccompanied, though. Hey, what's up?
I know you. You're the stick wavy lady. From the concert. Are you cross with me? Oh, good. I'm glad you're not. That's why I got no presents, because I was naughty. It's just me and Daddy. He's a wood whaler. He's always busy. He only comes home at night when I'm asleep. But today he wasn't busy, so we went to the market. I said I wanted a flower headband. He said next time. When is next time? Maybe there is no next time. He's always so busy. So I said, I hate you. Then I ran away. That's when I saw the concert and I wanted to hear the music, so I went there by myself. But then I didn't get a present because I said I hate you to Daddy and ran off.
Oh, it's not your fault, child. I am to blame.
Huh? What? I know you too. You're a singer.
Not quite. Think of me as one of Saint's little helpers. He's not the only person who gives presents, you know. I bought one too, just for you. Now hold out your hands. Close your eyes.
Oh, it's the hairband I just always wanted. But how do you know?
Well, a certain someone gave this to me to look after. He told me that you had been standing in front of the Black Rabbit Trader staring at it every day. That somebody also asked me to hold on to it as a present for Starlight Celebration. Which is why when you asked him to buy it for you, he said next time. He didn't want you to know that he already bought it.
So that means...
Yep, that's right. Now why don't you run along and find it?
Oh, thank you, Saint's little helper. Thank you, stick wavy weighty. I promise I'll say sorry to my daddy. Yay! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoever thought of doing good deeds could be so tiring? You should have seen the way she was milling about my stall, day after day, staring at my floral hairpins, and the way she's been talking with one of the wood whalers, with that pleading look in her eyes. I suspect I'd found a customer. Sure enough, he came over one day and asked which of my wares the girl had been looking at. He bought it and requested that I keep it safe until Starlight Celebration. No doubt to hide it from his daughter. Imagine my surprise when he came by asking not after the hairpin, but his little girl. He's been desperately searching for her after she ran off. I couldn't very well leave him to search for her on his own, Certainly not on a day such as this. I'm one of Saint's little helpers after all. Yes, you heard me correctly. It is so surprising that you could get into festive spirit. Besides, if I treat them with kindness now, her father might be inclined to buy her more presents in the future. Why, she might become a paying customer herself when she has money of her own to spend. That is the key to good business. Now, plant the seeds, watch them grow. And to be honest, I underestimated how many presents we would need for the concert. It's a good thing I had the hairpin from her father to hand. Yes, it is. Of course, I have you to thank for tracking her down. You are an awful lot easier to find than a wayward child. Come to think of it, Grandly would be relieved to hear that this little incident has come to a satisfactory conclusion. Would you be so kind to put her mind at ease? I, on the other hand, have a rather more pressing engagement. I simply must change out of this unflattering costume, although I suspect I may have to wear it again before the festival comes to a close. Well then, ta-ta for now. Bye-bye. Oh, did you find her? My. My Santa, she never ceases to amaze me. I suppose she can add cheering up grandchildren to her lengthy list of talents. And you seem quite the knack for finding missing persons. I dare say that comes in handy from time to time. Anyways, I hope we will be spared of similar misadventures for the rest of the festival. This is supposed to be a happy occasion after all. If it were given even one youngling's reason to be upset, it will have been all for naught. But now that's over, we can all go back to enjoying the festival, the Starlight Celebration. Festival, yeah. I know you already done more than enough to help us, but if you fancy leading the choir again, Starlight celebrants, and I would absolutely be thrilled. We are still inundated with visitors from far and wide, all clamoring for a chance to experience an authentic yet unique Ishgardian musical spectacle and receive a gift from the saint. And here's one for you. Thank you kindly. Well, I suspect that the presents may be somewhat more enticing than our singing. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, the whole enterprise has been a roaring success. Well, me, Frosty, and Ray would like to wish everyone on Final Fantasy XIV a wonderful Starlight Celebration. Take care. Have fun. I wish you all peace, prosperity, love, and friendship. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.